Let her roll, baby, roll.
Ta-da. Well, welcome, everybody, to the season finale of Moonhawk Studios Presents. Possibly the series finale if this kind of stuff keeps up.
Screaming.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just laughing to get to crying. I'm just faking it. Yeah.
That's a
There you
mood.
go,
There you
yeah.
go.
That is definitely a mood. All right, I am your host, Mac Paladin. With me in the studio, if he hasn't left hanging his head in shame, it's my good friend Adam.
I'm trying not to pay attention to the roaring fire.
This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
I'm thinking more Moss from the It crowd.
Unacceptable. That was yesterday with me and Petty Fan on the Final Fantasy 14 stream. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
We got Kevin in the house.
Yeah, and I got through all that chaos thanks to the fact that I got a virtual beach in my ear, so that helps.
Messing up the technicals. Petty Fan.
The tech gets the hose again. God damn it.
It puts on the lotion or it gets the hose.
Yes.
And of course, as always, we have the Golics.
Functional.
There's a debate to be had there.
I decided not to say something asinine to introduce you for once, and this is what the thanks I get.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just messing around. Anyway, we got a great show for you tonight, allegedly.
Hopefully.
But before we get started on the interview and such, Adam, why don't you start us off with the news?
Let's see. A pleasantly quiet Thanksgiving, which will give way to the chaos of Christmas. Especially this Christmas, because let's just say complicated family affairs may force me to watch the kids more than I was anticipating.
Oh, boo.
Oh boy.
Well, it's okay. My brother's ex is going to have a child in the next few days.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
that's going to be a series of complications
Yep.
in multiple dimensions, most of which are definitely beyond the scope of this show and possibly therapy sessions. But, like I said, at the very least, they're staying. They're having an extended today this weekend, because the birth is supposed to be happening, I believe, this weekend. If not that, then like a few days after. It's sometime very soon. C-section. So, so that's what's been going on there. And to top things off, the washing machine has malfunctioned due to a faulty motherboard. So that's
I
getting.
think I fried the motherboard and the fatherboard.
I don't see any new gods
Yet.
Anyway, that's my news for the week. Kevin?
Well, thankfully it's very less chaotic here because Thanksgiving is done and dusted. And we're getting ready for the Christmas season. I guess I guess the only thing to note is that my dad is getting knee surgery next week,
Oh,
so
fun.
that'll be very
I've been
fun.
there,
Yeah.
done that. I hated
Yes.
it.
Yep. So that's gonna be fun, and well, gonna make Christmas very interesting. Although hopefully it won't be too intrusive and so forth, and everything goes okay, which so it goes. But yeah, other than that, and work being work, nothing else going on my end. So, Petty, what's in your world?
Oh, where to even begin?
Oh, what did they tell me not to say?
Yes.
I said that out loud, didn't I?
All right. What is still protected by statute of limitations? I mean, wait, what?
Yeah.
It has become the cold times here in Missouri,
Mhm.
so time to break out the space heaters.
Oh boy. Yeah.
As far as the issues I was having last show about whether or not we're keeping our insurance, we don't know. Technically, the homeowner's insurance is canceled currently, but last we heard, they were reviewing the things we did if they're going to approve us or not again. I guess technically we are the mortgage company. We're on the kind of homeowner's insurance they provide, which basically is for the structure itself.
Mhm.
So we at least have some protection, but like if something happened, all of our stuff is screwed.
Mhm.
So, and I've been trying to tell my mom that she needs to talk to the insurance agent and possibly light a fire under his ass to see what's going on. Because if they approve us, they're basically going to backdate the policy to when the renewal date, and everything's all hunky-dory. We never had a lapse in coverage.
Mm.
But we still need, to hear something back if they're going to renew us, or if they
Mhm.
are saying no, even after all the work technically my sister put in, but we did around the house to try and keep our insurance.
Mhm.
So it's one of those, we need to hear back from somebody before we actually need to move forward on looking for new homeowners insurance, or if we're going to keep ours. So that's, I want to say fun, but it's not. It's annoying. Um, I guess the one good thing about with my eye doing better is I can get back to playing video games again. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. Do not check the VODs for Final Fantasy 14.
But yeah, that's
Wildly unhinged.
Look, we've been away for a while, so I need to return to my natural state.
Right. The fugue-like state.
More like defuged, but sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did have fun at the Digimon tournament. I didn't do very well, but I also haven't played the physical card game since Luna died. So I need to get to where I can play more. The problem is the card shop is over an hour away, just one way. So it's not like
Yeah.
when we had the locals here in town where I could just go weekly. It's I need to make plans, and yeah, it's a whole thing. I guess in kind of show related news, I did need to get a new headset if you're wondering why I sound different. We were doing reviews last Sunday, and we found my mute button shorted on my headset. And
Oh dear.
whenever I unmuted myself, I need to fully reboot my headset before I could be heard again. And that's not good. So I went to Best Buy on Black Friday and got a Razer Black Shark V3 Pro. Luckily,
I said, dang.
Luckily, because my old headphones were covered under the Best Buy protection plan, it only cost me $20 to upgrade.
There you go.
So, hell yeah! I
There you
just
go.
wish the local Best Buy was in town like it was a long time ago.
Hmm.
But at least I have my new headset. So, and yeah, I think that's it from me.
Alex, what have you got?
On not too much exciting on this end. We had my cousin who lives in Boston currently up for Thanksgiving, so that was otherwise pretty low key. She was up for a few days. We went did a little bit of early Christmas shopping and stuff. And my sister stopped over for part of a day on the way back down from the camp she goes up to with her boyfriend. Still working on family holiday plans, and office holiday plans are in play. We're doing a thing next Monday. I gotta pick up a Yankee swap present for that. We had a significant amount of snow, the first snow of the season, and it ended up being about 4 inches or a little more yesterday. It was kind of a pain because it kind of went all day and then ended at like 3 a.m., which was too late to do. So I had to go out once while it was snowing to do some clearing, and then also had to go out today to clean off my car again. And then when I got home from work, there was still a little bit of clearing that needed to be done. So that was very annoying. Video game wise, we played a little bit of Digimon on Friday, and hopefully we're going to be able to continue with that now that Petty Fan can see again.
Yeah, and I have a
And
lot of
yeah.
stuff to get through because the card spoilers for the new set, it's based off RndStranger. They're already showing stuff I haven't seen yet, so I need to catch up.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I've been playing Super Robot Wars Y. I've gotten to chapter 5 out of I think 9, and it's definitely getting to the part where stages get longer and more complicated, even though I'm not playing on an actual like hard difficulty. So there's that, and I actually made a bit more progress in Pokemon Legends ZA, although I am still not far enough to really be able to be competent in the PvP, which is what you need to do to unlock some stuff. So, still got a ways to go on that. I guess we're still in the games coming out season. This Metroid Prime 4 comes out this week, so I'll have to decide if I'm going to grab that on day of release or wait a bit. Other than that, I think that's about what I got for today. Oh, and also I have continued with building some of my model kit backlog, although I also may have ordered more things because, as you can see if you go to the Gundam channel in our Discord, I built the core Gundam, and earlier today I finished the Earth 3 armor, and I had also purchased several parts of the other planet system things, so now I'm working on the Saturnix armor.
All right.
And that's about it, I think.
Okay. Well, I had a decidedly non-acrimonious Thanksgiving. It was a little bit split. Went to Uncle Dan and Aunt Sylvia's house and saw relatives I haven't seen in a couple of years. Last year was particularly insufferable, and nobody wanted to go over to the house because of the MAGA quotient of my family. They have cooled a bit on the Trump administration. And so the conversation about politics was restricted to everybody suffering now because turns out they all had ACA medical plans. Oops.
Oh
Hilarious.
boy. Well.
A lot of people are going to get exactly what they voted for in the next few years. Everything that they voted for.
And there's only one way to get out of it in the next 2 to 4 years, unless they take. You want to take it or not? That's up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot more fun involved with that too. So, especially because we have the people being negative on those on the left who are still in power at the moment, not being pure enough and not being this and that enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the single issue voters who.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But at least I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, thankfully at least.
I deal with it with my writers on a nightly basis, but that's another story for another time. Since this is the last show of the year, I should point out to everybody that I have been in extensive cleaning mode. It was suggested to me that they might start doing inspections as early as this month, and so I can't really do anything about turning the power back on, but I can at least get the apartment as respectably clean as humanly possible, and I have committed to every single day doing a little bit more. Today was finding where the cats had made messes behind stuff that had been neglected for ungodly amounts of time. And boy, did I find some fossilized shit. Literally. That's where I'm going to cut that part off. Other than that, I've just been reapplying the diatomaceous earth to try to keep the roaches away. That's part of why they're doing these inspections, is because people have been complaining about roach infestations, and I'm like, right, Oracle Palms, but who the hell is responsible for this? Who the hell let the property become so dilapidated and filled with crud through neglect? And the fact that I still have a partially open hole in the ceiling of my bathroom and a tub that hasn't been resealed and holes in the walls from where your maintenance personnel half-ass fixed up my shower, etc., etc. And I lowered my tone because said maintenance person lives right next door to me through this wall.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's just it's unfair workload. I'll be fair about this. It's unfair workload. They have limited maintenance personnel and 179 units to take care of, all with crisis after crisis after crisis that the office keeps saying, all right, stop what you're doing and go do this. Oh, stop that. Now do this. Stop that. Now do this. Because the place was built in like 69 and is falling apart. Like
Nice.
they can't even sell it at this point. Yeah, nice. They can't even sell it at this point because it's so messed up. Like, I think that the owner, because they sold their other two properties here in Tucson, I think the owner is just trying to get out of the Tucson market entirely. But nobody's dumb enough to buy this place without carpet bombing it, literally. With Hellfire missiles, preferably, from a drone. I am looking at mobile homes in an all ages park up on the northwest side to get out of here before the end of my lease, because I can't deal with this anymore. I've been on this property for 13 years, and it seems to be getting progressively worse. And I signed an 18-month lease this time, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about a rent hike for a longer period of time. So yeah. But yeah, so I cleaned up the backyard. The recycling that I was trying to sort, that I nearly gave myself a stroke trying to sort during the summer, I finally got all picked up and put into garbage cans and bags and stuff. I still haven't taken it to the recycling center. I don't know what my executive dysfunction with that is, but for some reason, every time I contemplate it, I'm like, yeah, well, I think there's a little bit more room towards the ceiling of the closet, so more on that in the new year. Hopefully victory. And yeah, just picking everything up and making it less cramped in here, throwing away some trash and other things that have accumulated because I've been working 8 to 12-hour days out in the field. And yeah. The big news is I lost the domain starshipmoonhawk.com. I found out that after 26 years of having it, I flaked on the renewal warnings, and Network Solutions decided that they were not going to extend the grace period beyond 30 days. And they put it up for auction, which is hilarious because it's like, if anybody buys this and tries to hold it for ransom, it's Petty Fan and I were exercising the get fucked, stay fucked philosophy on last night's Final Fantasy 14 stream. Anytime something was just way out of pocket, it was GFCF. What is, yeah. What is it? GFSF. Yeah. That's the initials I wanted. And it was just you can have it. I registered.org, and I just have yet to deploy it. The website's still there, physically masked under a string of code.
I guess technically, if somebody had the direct IP, they could possibly get it.
Yeah, they could go see the Starship Moonhawk website. I was planning on uploading the webcomics, and I thought to myself, "Oh my God, did I renew the domain?" And that's when I found out that it was no longer in my portfolio, and they got snotty with me. And I said, "Go ahead and put it up for auction. Let some dipshit buy it. Fucking idiots."
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's going to be starshipmoonhawk.org, and I got to change some emails around because I have some important stuff tied to that old domain that I'll need to fix before too long. So very, very exciting, fun stuff. And as a matter of fact, it turns out that all of the Pink Panties Productions stuff expired in September. I always get misty when I think when they started singing Walter Houston's September song. That is a deep lore reference, by the way, to the September episode of Family Feud from 1980. In what month of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant? September.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, but they had an incredibly long grace period, and I was able to float it on the credit card for a weekend and pay that off, and get Peppermint Saga, and Ship in a Bottle back online. Apparently, after 2 months of them being offline, I was wondering why I wasn't getting a trickle of ad revenue. Wonder no more. So at least I was able to salvage that because I actually put up domains for the Lavender's webcomic, which will be returning in webcomic form before we finish the quote-unquote animated series. And starshipmoonhawk.org will have comics on it again. I will be resuming the comic sometime early in the new year. Possibly after I have power reestablished, because the machine that I use for production, for both illustration work and for animation, is sitting over here waiting for a reliable power source. So either they'll tell me they don't care about my power being off, and as long as I keep the place clean, or I'll make a promise to get everything back in order and they'll leave me alone. I'm not banking on the second one. Or the first one. To be honest with you, I don't like my prospects for either option. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the heart of the matter here. Tonight we have on the show a returning guest. We have David Mattis, also known as RndStranger, the creator of the Fama Daily Archive. And he is here to tell us about a new venture that he is doing with the PC Engine. Welcome back, David.
Oh, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, of course, the PC Engine for about 4 years was my absolute favorite console. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing with it and what your objectives are.
Well, it is a follow-up series for Family Daily. When I started this at the beginning of 2001, I was documenting Japanese video game consoles, one game at a time, one video for every game. I got through all of the Famicom. Then I did all of the Famicom Disk System. I did the Epoch Cassette Vision, Super Cassette Vision, and the new project is the PC Engine. So all roughly 700 games for the platform. I'm going through and releasing a video every other day on each game.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to unleash Adam, and we're going to get to the brass tacks, as we always say.
Indeed. I suppose the first question that comes to mind is why? Why did you decide to continue on with another very large library? Not quite as large as the Famicom, but still quite sizable.
Well, after the cassette visions, which are super small libraries, 11 games and 31 games, respectively, and then the disk system was only 190, so I felt, okay, it's time for me to pick another big project. And between my options, Game Boy, good to pick up and continue 8-bit Nintendo platforms, but it's a bit monochrome.
It's a bit mind-numbing.
Exactly.
It's watched the Game Boy world go down in flames due to all of the slow-ass puzzle games.
I like slow-ass puzzle games, though.
I do too.
It's just there's a lot of stuff that looks a lot alike, and you got to get some color in there. I looked at the Sega platforms. Well, they're already covered pretty thoroughly now, thanks to someone else. Jeremy Parrish's series on that. So set that aside. Super Famicom, that is about 1,800 games. So as bad as the PC Engine is, that one was even scarier. The PC Engine felt like the good kind of rights because it was a system that came on as a successor to the Famicom in many ways. It became the first really strong competitor.
Right.
Yeah, the Sega Mark III came out and it sold 1/30th the number of systems as the Famicom. You can't really call that a competition. But the PC Engine wound up at about 20% market share. Because of, every household in Japan had a Famicom in 1987, so the PC Engine was outselling the Famicom as a platform for a couple of years.
And of course, why not? I mean, it had native stereo with the turbo booster. It had 512 simultaneous colors in its color palette. I mean, it was a engineering marvel for its time.
It is a beautiful system that doesn't get as much attention as it deserves. I put it right next to the Saturn as a platform where the real sickos out there know how great it is, but everyone else overlooks it.
I'm assuming you're speaking from an American perspective, because I got to imagine
Yes.
the Japanese perspective on both is a lot more focused, because, well, the both the Saturn and the PC engines were pretty big successes. Like,
Relatively big successes, yeah. Although I'm finding as I'm reaching kind of a midpoint for the Hue card releases, the cartridge releases for the PC Engine, that uh, interest was kind of falling off sharply in Japan at that point. People were moving on to the 16, were gearing up for the 16-bit systems, particularly the Super Famicom, and it was starting to cut into them a little bit. And so later games just did not get quite the attention that the early ones did. But those first couple of years, boy, they've got tons of fans in Japan.
Indeed,
It's worth noting though that the last official release for the PC Engine CD-ROM system in Japan, I believe, was 1997. So a full decade after the console was originally released.
I just grabbing my reference book here because I thought it was 98 actually.
98? Okay. Well, 11 years.
But there was a 2-year gap between the second to last and the last release.
I remember watching early episodes of Sailor Moon.
Oh, excuse me,
when they were
1999.
Oh, so it had a
June
12-year
3rd.
run.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I just remember chuckling to myself when I was watching a first season episode of Sailor Moon, and sitting on Usagi's floor was a PC Engine system.
I think, if I remember correctly, NEC and Hudson were a sponsor of the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's that, and Ranma turns up a lot.
Ah, yes.
Basically, the big hits of the day.
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't get into it until about 94 when I started saving my lunch money and bought a Turbo Duo from a Los Angeles firm referred to as TurboZone Direct. And
With the ads at the back of magazines.
yes, that, and what was it? BRE Software had all the Japanese games, and I was buying them for $70 to $110 a pop back in the mid '90s.
I actually had the TurboGrafx 16, the US version of the platform, that we got at a garage sale for $20, like in 1990. So it was still relatively early on. Somebody got it, played Keith Courage, and went, "Well, I don't want anything to do with this," and passed it on.
That was my first introduction to the platform, because I did actually buy one of those on clearance at Toys R Us because it had the turbo booster.
Like, still a mystery.
I didn't have anything to add to that. Sorry.
Still a bit of a mystery as to why that was the packing game, or at least the initial packing game. Like,
NEC in the US mishandled the system about as badly as you can. Now, I'm of
for
the
a second I was
opinion.
thinking of Alex Kidd. You're talking about the game that was actually a Mashinhiro Wataru thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Reject. Yeah.
Yeah, and they would have done so much better if they had included Bonk sooner, because
I'm not sure if Bonk was ready.
Bonk didn't come out in Japan until about 2 months after the TurboGrafx launched in the US. But if they could have held off, or if they had picked something else that was a better showcase, I mean, I'm of the opinion that the TurboGrafx really couldn't have been saved. It was just had too many things stacked against it in the US, and it would have just gotten steamrolled by the Genesis as they picked up marketing steam. But NEC did not do themselves any favors with any of their choices.
Golix and I were, when I was still had time to do retro gaming on my main Twitch channel, we actually did a long play of Macross Love Songs 2037. And we were in the process of doing Langrisser Hikari no Matsue for the PC Engine Duo. And that got interrupted by Twitch tomfoolery, losing several of my episodes.
That's a long game too.
Yeah, that and everything that has Redbook audio written by Noriyuki Iwadare, aka the frontman of 2.5, and a very prolific and well-known Japanese composer, is instantly flagged for demonetization.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
annoying.
And when you try to challenge it for fair use, it says, nay, nay, you get no monies.
Japanese artists are much more stringent about that.
Yeah.
Like,
But I didn't get that same thing from anything with Nobuo Uematsu.
Hmm.
So none of the Final Fantasy games have been flagged.
weird.
Anyway, Adam, please proceed.
Yes. And it is worth noting that you are covering the entire Turbo universe. That includes the super graphics and the Turbo CD-ROM, right?
Yeah. When it came to the Famicom and the Famicom Disk System, I broke them up because the Famicom Disk System was this weird experiment that Nintendo and fans in Japan treat as a separate platform that's off by itself. This offshoot that existed for a couple of years that failed, and then they prefer not to think about except for the couple of games that escaped it. But with the PC Engine, the CD-ROM winds up taking over the entire system. In 1991, roughly 80% of the games released are for Hue cards, the cartridges, and in 1992, 90% of the games are CD-ROM.
Yeah.
It just flips like a switch.
Well, and
part
it's,
of
of
that
course,
is the issue with Hue cards, unlike with like NES cartridges, you couldn't put extra chips in theirs. You had to run with what you had.
Well, you technically could. It wasn't very efficient.
Right.
There's Populous and Street Fighter 2. You'll see the Hue card. Hue cards are normally credit card sized. They're just little flat cards.
Yeah.
But for those two, they have a kind of a bubble that sticks up. There's even a weird bit of add-on hardware for the CD called the Ten no Koe, which is a way to transfer your saves around that has that same bubble, but if you pry the top off the card, inside the bubble is a little lithium-ion battery.
See, I never got into that, but I did look into the arcade card and never got a hold of that because there were RAM expansions that used the Hue card slot to try to expand the system.
Yep. It as bad as NEC was in the US, they weren't that much better at handling the platform in Japan. There are 6 different variations of the basic system, 4 variations of the CD-ROM system, 3 different formats of CD-ROM games that are incompatible, and then 2 additional expansion systems built off of the PC Engine platform. It is a real nightmare. I've got some clips from a Japanese talk show where they just break down, here's what you need to play each individual game. And they had a whole whiteboard with a chart of all the PC Engine configurations.
Yeah. Oh God. I have the NEC Avenue 6-button fighting gamepad. I have a copy of Flash Hiders, the ill-fated arcade card game that everybody was all excited about in 1995. The PC Engine was the definitive system to play the RPG series Far East of Eden.
Yeah, I think only one. No, I guess I got 2 games get off of the system, off of the PC Engine.
Kabukiden and Mamoru something.
Apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I remember it. Apocalypse.
Yeah. It's just yeah, Adam said I would actively participate in this interview, and I could definitely say that I am recalling all the deep lore here.
I mean, you're the
Oh.
one to do it because, well, you're the one who was invested in the Turbo Graphics 16 and the Turbo Duo and all that.
Yeah, the Far East of Eden series is really interesting because that was one of the big system selling things. The first CD-ROM game that really took advantage of the space and extra animation they could do. So it was a RPG. It's a Dragon Quest clone, but they had a ton of graphics and animation included, voice acting, of course.
Yes.
But it was the first video game that cost more than $1 million to develop.
That is a lot of money in what, 1988, 1989 dollars?
That was, yeah, the 88 at the end of 88. It was the holiday release then.
Oh,
Or, no, excuse me, it slipped into 89.
Oh,
Anyway.
man.
So, are you still recording off of real hardware?
I am for as much as I can. When we get to some of the variant systems, well, the PC Engine stuff can be very, very, very expensive. The super
It can
graphics,
be.
the super graphics is bad. That is a variation of the PC Engine where they basically bolted on an additional graphics chip. And sold that originally for 50,000 yen, which was 30,000 yen more than the actual base system. And then it hasn't gotten any cheaper since.
No, and it only came with 6, and they only made 6 games for it because it was such a disaster.
And then there's the laser active.
Ooh.
Oh, good lord, good luck.
Didn't the angry
So-
video game nerd talk about that for like a minute?
Quite possibly.
The Retro Pals just looked at it.
The laser active is a laser disc system, and they had expansion cards for it that added PC Engine or Mega Drive compatibility.
Yeah,
And-
Panasonic. I remember. I actually saw one on eBay for like $1,800.
Oh, okay. I was getting a bargain then because I was just looking at a Japanese source a couple months ago, and they only wanted $1,700.
So it's time
worry,
to
that's
sell
cheaper than the games.
firstborn then,
Yeah, this was a
right?
pretty now this was a pretty amazing system considering the fact that in order that the game slot on this system allowed you to have an interchangeable module that you could actually put either a PC Engine or a Mega CD player into it.
0
And
points on guessing
some-
on which one people went with back in the day.
Some games even came out in PC Engine and Mega Drive versions. So you
Yes.
have the two laser discs, and they weren't necessarily compatible with the hardware that you had.
Gollix will remember my feeble attempt at getting the Mega Drive emulator to play Cosmic Fantasy 1 and 2 collection.
Mhm.
And this is from the original disc. I wasn't even playing a ROM. I have a Mega 2 CD system in my closet, fully functional. I used to have the box for it, but that got destroyed in a flood. But that's another story. And I was just like, nah, I'm going to make it work with the emulator so I could get it captured as crisply and sharply as possible.
Oh, you sweet summer
Yeah.
child.
Right? That's how I was feeling. Because it would not go. It would get to the opening cutscene and then just lock up on a black screen. Luckily, I have it for the PC Engine.
And now you can get it for the Switch.
Oh boy.
I've heard that version is not good, so I wouldn't necessarily be in a rush.
Oh god. the most funny thing about the Cosmic Fantasy series is that for some inexplicable reason, Victor Ireland and Working Designs decided that they needed to make a US version of 2 and only 2 because
and still call it Cosmic Fantasy 2.
yes.
Well, in fairness, they were working on Cosmic Fantasy 3 for a good number of years. It's just by the time that thing was nearing completion, the Turbo Graphic 16 market had completely bottomed out.
Yeah, and so they're like, well, we're going to go with Sega. And I'm like, oh, with Bernie Stolar in charge. That's a fantastic idea, Vic. Go with God and Sega, sure.
In fairness, when they started with working with Sega, Bernie Stolar was not there.
No, but we did get Lunar 1 and 2, so.
Yeah, one of the real fun things about these CD-ROM games is that if people started out making them, they went high-end production values. They got actual quality actors for everything, and this happened both in Japan and the U.S. The U.S. version of Ys books 1 and 2 for the Turbo CD,
yeah.
it has Thomas Hayden Church in the voice cast. It has an Oscar winner.
Yeah, it's absolutely
sideways.
It's absolutely one of my all-time favorites. It's the reason that I got the Turbo Duo was in the first place was because I had found I found out that they had released it in 1989 for the CD-ROM system from an old GamePro magazine, and I was like, oh no, it was Electronic Gaming Monthly, and I was like, oh shit, how did I not know this? I need to get this. Because I had played the horrific American Sammy Corporation Super NES translation of Wanderers from Ys 3. And,
I think that was my entry point too.
And boy, did I exploit all of the glitches in that version.
Right. So now that's how everyone started, with these high-end, voice casts, and then over a space of a year, they start getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper until they're clearly just having people acting in their games that are whoever they had in the office that day.
Literally, let's grab the janitor.
Quite literally, in many cases. Even the high-end games, they go from having the guy who played Lupin doing their main character to the guy who played the background villain in one episode of Fist of the North Star.
Oh, looking at you, Last Alert. He's free.
Oh, man.
Good God, so many bad.
I have Dragon Slayer 1 and 2, and at some point I will actually play Falcom's continuation of that series, The Legend of Heroes, on PlayStation Portable and stuff like that. But I played through Dragon Slayer 1, and oh my god, did I cheat my way through that game.
You almost have to.
I beat it at level 37. I don't know how I exploited the game enough to beat it at level 37, but I beat it because that final boss was redonkulous.
Well, as nasty as Dragon Slayer 1 is, at least it wasn't Xanadu, Dragon Slayer 2.
Oh. I have Dragon Slayer 2 in a 2-disc set here, and that's not Faxanadu.
Oh, it's not Fazanadu. Fazanadu also ties into the PC Engine in a fun way. We'll come back to that in a second.
It is actually part of the Dragon Slayer series, believe it or not. They're all
Fazanadu is not.
Isn't?
That is part of the problem. Okay.
Oh.
So let's just jump to this right now.
Yes,
So,
straighten me out. I prefer to be straightened out by an expert, please.
Okay, you've got the Dragon Slayer series. This is a baseline action RPG series that Falcom developed for computers. I'm going to get the order wrong anyways, but you've got the original Dragon Slayer, which is an overhead game, Xanadu, which is a side view game and is easily one of the most difficult video games ever made, Romancia, and then Dragon Slayer 4, which we know as Legacy of the Wizard. So, when Falcom wanted to make a Famicom port of Xanadu, they handed it off to Hudson. And Hudson looked at it and went, well, we can't make this for the Famicom. And they just made their own game, which is why it's Xanadu, Famicom Xanadu.
Okay.
And Falcom got furious with them. I mean, there were arguments in the video game press over this. They
Wow.
hated Hudson. Well, come the PC Engine, Hudson is looking around for good stuff to turn into CD-ROM games, and one of their developers goes, look, I really love Ease. Is there any way we can do this? And so the president of Hudson manages to get a meeting at Falcom, brings this programmer along, and they give them the pitch, and we'll do it right this time. We'll actually make a port of your game and not make our own game and put your name on it. And they say,
wow.
well, the programmer sees how angry the Falcom guys are, that they're just still furious at Hudson. And finally, the Hudson president goes, so what do we need to do this? And Falcom breaks out this insanely high number for licensing fees. And the president of Hudson writes them a check on the spot.
Holy shit.
Back when Hudson could do that.
Yes.
Hudson was a thing.
Exactly.
And then, of course, Hudson made their own version of Ease 4 without Falcom's involvement properly, and made them furious at them again. So
Womp
Yes,
womp.
of which there is a amazing fan translation of that has Alan Oppenheimer as the voice of Darm.
ooh, interesting.
Yep, I actually have a copy of it sitting on my hard drive right now, and you have to download Mednafen to actually play the damn thing. Because you cannot put it on a disc and play it in the system. But it has all English voice acting with quasi-professional voice actors and one really amazing voice actor. But yeah, Dawn of Ease. Mask of the Sun is the original canonical version for the Super Famicom. But of course, now Memories in Calcetta is the replacement for that, for the PlayStation Vita. But yeah, it's an absolutely batshit game. They actually refer to it on the wiki for the game as being Ease 4 Gaiden instead of Dawn of Ease, because it's the non-canonical version. And although it shares some elements with Mask of the Sun, it is superficial at best. I want to play the translated version at some point on stream, but it's on the list for the future.
I'm not sure what got into Hudson to get them to make their own Ease 4, but they did it, and they wrecked the relationship again.
And that's why Ease 5 came out on the Super Famicom and not on any other console. The Sand City of Kefin or whatever it was called, I forget.
Yeah, Ease 5 was a giant mistake.
Well, they tried to turn it into Shining Wisdom.
Yeah, you almost killed the company.
Mm-hmm. Ease 6, The Ark of Nephishtim, is a vastly superior game, but I digress.
Up until the boss fights,
Mm.
there's one I really fucking hate.
And then Ease 7 is just called Ease 7.
Well, nobody can keep track anymore.
I can. I don't know why 8 is called Lacrimosa of Dana. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I don't know why Ease 9 is called Nostrum Vox, which is monster voice, or something to that effect. And then Ease 10 is called Nordics because it takes place in a winter wonderland that very much looks like Norway.
You'd think
People need to
Adel
get-
would stop shipwrecking them, getting on ships the way he shipwrecks all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like asking Dogi to stop
You'd
breaking
think
through
so.
walls.
Stop breaking through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're just cursed.
I mean, it wouldn't be a very good. There would be no plot if if they didn't keep shipwrecking him. So.
Right. Anyway, are you going to handle the American-only releases, few as they are, in the same manner you did with the, American, North American, European 8-bit NES games, like one big compilation video at the end of the project?
No, in this case, because the TurboGrafx is the exact same hardware as the PC Engine, just with the pins turned upside down. I've just decided to slot them in as close to their release date as I could. I've already, in fact, recorded the first one, which was... What was the title of that horrible, horrible wrestling game? Oh, it is Battle Royale. That's it.
Was that
Yeah,
part of the Fire Pro Wrestling series? I always
No, it is nowhere near the Fire Pro Wrestling series.
And don't you besmirch its name by associating them. Thank you very much.
The Fire Pro Wrestling is one of the big successes that come out of the PC Engine. Maybe the first time that people really got pro wrestling video games right.
Mm-hmm.
And Battle Royale is not right at all.
Nor was the people who made it. Wait, what?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot can be said for the creators and not falling far from the creator tree.
And does the same hold true for the CD-ROM games?
Yep, I'm just gonna put them in as I go. There's only 4 or 5 of them. I mean, the biggest one is a CinemaWare game too, so not
It came from the desert. That one killed the company.
let's be fair here. CinemaWare would. There's no way they were going to hold up much longer. They were digging themselves a really deep hole.
True, but
Deep enough to be a grave.
The TG16 CD version of It Came from the Desert was the straw that broke the camel's back. Not the only time that happened. I mean, see ICOM Simulations and the TG16.
That will be a fun one when I get to it too.
On Shadowgate.
Yep.
Like,
I've never actually played Beyond Shadowgate, so I will have fun with it of some kind.
I'm perusing my partial collection above the computer right here and seeing what I've got in physical form. The other reason that I bought the Turbo Duo was because I learned that there was a lost Castlevania game being released on it, aka Akumojo Dracula X Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
And I beat that game 6 ways to Sunday.
I know going in that is going to be the
Which
single
one-
most
which one
watched
was
video
lost?
in my series.
Hold on, we've got overlap here. What?
Wait, which one was lost?
Well, it was lost until they released Castlevania Collection for the PlayStation Portable in 2008. But Rondo of Blood was originally exclusively released on the PC Engine CD-ROM system in 1993. And I have an original copy of it, even though the center ring of the disc is cracked. It still plays all the way through.
Good.
It is still fully functional. I actually played it on stream in the early days. Yeah, so I've got my copy of Castlevania: The Dracula X Chronicles. That's the name, and that has the 2.5D version of the remake of Rondo of Blood. That you find a disc hidden in one of the levels and unlock the real Rondo of Blood.
I think that's the only reason people picked it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's an and I got to tell you, as far as like early Castlevania games, this was a masterpiece. It was an absolutely gorgeous game. And the music to hear Kinuyo Yamashita's original tracks remastered in that way with like full rock orchestra
So did you
a la-
ever see the secret game in Akuma Joe Dracula X?
No, what's secret game?
So if you put the disc into a regular PC Engine CD-ROM, not a super CD-ROM, which all of the duos were, it loads up a weird little mini platformer game.
Well, Mac has initiated a side quest.
God damn it! You see, I used to have an original Turbo
If-
CD.
If you've got
unit.
the PC Engine Mini or the TurboGrafx Mini that they released a few years ago,
Mhm.
there's an option in the menu to switch to load up that instead of the standard Dracula X. So you
Interesting.
can see it that way relatively easily.
Oh my god!
It's not much. It's only about 30 seconds long, but it is interesting that it exists at all.
Right?
The TG16 equivalent of Blue Sphere.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of the Super CD-ROMs have something that they do when you put them in a standard CD-ROM drive or standard CD-ROM for the PC Engine, and don't have the Super CD card. They really made this confusing, but usually it's just a screen that tells you, hey, you can't use this here, but you get some unique graphics, and in a couple of cases, you get a little mini game.
That's the PC part of the PC Engine. Am
Yeah,
I
I still got.
wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because almost everything on the system came from the PC-88 and PC-98 systems, also made by NEC.
Yeah, once you get towards the later days, there's a lot of those ports. That's one of the things that made me hesitate on documenting the PC Engine library was maybe the last 6 months of episodes for me. There's going to be a lot of, so here's a port of an adult game where they stripped out most but not all of the adult content. I hope you like some Mahjong to go with that too.
Also, welcome to Ad Revenue Hell, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One of your
Hey,
veins.
A slightly different. See now I'm trying to. See, I was just talking to somebody about this literally last night. I have a copy of Megatech Software's Knights of Zentar, which was Dragon Knight 3.
I remember seeing the advertisements in Computer Gaming World constantly and never playing it.
Oh my god! So
It
I
was
have a
they-
copy. Go ahead.
I was just saying they advertised it for years at the back of the magazine.
Yeah, and they released that company. Megatech brought over 4 games. They brought over Metal and Lace Battle of the Robo-Babes, which I have the box for on display in my living room. I have Knights of Zentar with the pornography unlock disc.
Woo.
Yeah, because that was their first CD-ROM with full talkie. Then they had what was there was 4 games, but I only remember 3 of them off the top of my head. And the third one was Power Dolls, which buried them because of licensing problems and lawsuits. And the game sucked.
Power Dolls is the one that I got the US version of. Probably picked it up on clearance.
Now, the Legend of Heroes 2 game that I'm talking about is an actual RPG in the same style as Legend of Heroes 1. But it's not Legend of Heroes 2 as was released on the PlayStation Portable. It's a completely different game. And that's what's always confusing to me about this entire franchise from Falcom. But yeah, I'm looking at the box right now, and it's got these beautiful anime cutscenes. Anyway.
So, speaking of adult content on the platform, when do you think the first, we'll say adult game, we're going to try to keep this friendly for you guys. When do you think the first adult game that was officially licensed for release, not something that some hackers threw together, when was the first adult game released on this game system?
There was an actual porno game on the Atari 2600.
Yeah, wasn't it
But not officially
Customer's
licensed.
Revenge? I thought that was.
Oh, was it? I thought it. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Are we how are we considering this? Like actual adult game, or adult mahjong game that was like brought to the PC engine?
Let's say it has to have nudity at the very least, intended for people to enjoy.
91.
There is a PC Engine Hue card game released in 1989, Mahjong Gakuen. It is a it is an adult. It was an arcade game for adults that got a direct port, intact, and it caused a moral panic in Japan.
Hilarious to think of that now.
Yeah, they had to release a second version of it called Mahjong Gakuen Mild. That stripped all of that out.
Yeah, strip.
Maybe strip is not the right word there, but
Strip out the stripping.
But Tish.
Yes.
yeah. The other fun thing about that game is that it came with a VHS tape produced by Famitsu Magazine that featured all of their editors engaged with a fantasy scenario where a magical woman taught them how to play mahjong. The editors consider it to be the most embarrassing thing that they've ever done, and the tape was used as a punishment device in the Famitsu offices for years.
See, now now because you brought this up, I have to point this out. This was another selling point of the PC Engine / Turbo Duo, was that all of these CD-ROM games had the potential for having hidden boobies in all of them.
Oh, some of them weren't so hidden either.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, the PC Engine version of Snatcher is uncensored.
Fitting.
Yes. Let's see. Cosmic Fantasy. All 4 of the games have inexplicably have nudity in them.
There is a hot springs that you visit in the first one. I remember that.
Well, we passed through. So when you meet the first female character, and I had to warn everybody on stream about this, that this was going to happen. Galix will remember this. I was playing it one Thursday night, and he was helping me with the translations. And I said, "Okay, we're coming up on that scene, ladies and gentlemen." And as soon as you were introduced to
left, you will see boobs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens is you come upon a woman bathing in a stream, and she then becomes a major character in the story. In Cosmic Fantasy 2, the blonde chick, I forget her name, she is simply introduced completely unprompted in the shower on her spaceship.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
That's kind of what anime did back then.
Oh, and Working Designs did not take it out.
It's important to establish that people on spaceships are still taking care of their hygiene and are not just all stanky all the time.
Well, and according to George Lucas, they don't wear underwear in space.
I could have lived another 30 years and not heard that sentence.
I mean, that's why Carrie Fisher was basically naked under her skirts in the first Star Wars movie. You didn't know that?
I could live another 30 years without ever hearing that.
Yeah, good old 19-year-old Carrie Fisher running around just hanging in the breeze. But yeah, all the Cosmic Fantasy games, that was the selling point was, oh my God, if I get this game, I'm going to see anime titties.
There's a lot of the later part of the library that leans heavily in that direction too. It's all over the place.
To be fair, at the later part of the life period, what selling point do they really have? They didn't have the graphics to compete with the Genesis or the Super Nintendo.
Are you kidding me? The Genesis had shit graphics compared to the TurboGrafx 16. It had a 64 color palette versus a 512 color palette. It even had superior color definition to the Super NES.
Yeah, the PC Engine definitely looks better than the Mega Drive, Genesis. It works out better there. Unfortunately, the processor is the choke point, becomes the choke point in that
Yeah.
situation. But
Dual
They're-
8-bit processors equals 16 bits. We'll figure out the math later.
Yeah. Do the math. It doesn't
Yeah,
add
that
up.
would. Yeah, the Atari Jaguar has two 32-bit processors, so we'll just call it 64-bit.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
God.
Atari tried to do much worse math than that. I didn't
Look,
think it was
we'd be here all day on the
16s.
disaster that is the Atari Jaguar.
Which I own one as well.
I think Jaguar is the most successful console that I do not own at this point, which puts it pretty far down the list, actually.
Well, I mean, it had the same number of games as the NEC PC FX, and we can't really have a discussion of the turbo of the entire PC Engine lineup without talking about its successor for like 30
Ooh.
seconds.
I think we've got our PC FX content covered then.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
that is
the only
bad.
thing worth mentioning about it is it has the definitive version of Der Langrisser. The Der Langrisser FX is amazing.
I think I've only got 3 games for my PC FX at the moment, and not really feeling a strong desire to get more.
Well, everybody kept telling me that it was like if you thought that the PC Engine was the porno system, let me tell you something, brother. And I'm like, I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing a lot of yellow label games for the PC FX.
Visual novel system.
Yeah,
Or
that was like
anything else.
47 of the 63 games made
Yep.
for it. But yeah, Der Langrisser FX, and there was a remake of Far East of Eden Kabuki Den, I believe.
Yeah, the fighting game.
Oh yeah, that too. It had a slightly nicer controller.
That's true. And if you just looked at it without turning it on, it's a nice looking system.
We're reaching
God.
far down for compliments here.
We're doing a lot of heavy lift. That's
If you don't
that's doing a lot of heavy
PC
lifting there.
That's about how far you have to go to be nice in the PC FX.
It's a system so reviled that even the hacker market does not want to make is not making games for it to this day. Whereas I believe there are still people working on PC Engine stuff.
My preferences between the PC FX and the Casio Loopy is that at least the Loopy has stickers.
I was gonna say a fifth of Jack, but
Oh my god, I've got a PC Engine core unit in my on my watch list on eBay because it has copies of Raiden 1 and 2.
Just about to ask about that. Are you planning to cover like all of the variants, like the core graphics and the shuttle, the turbo?
I am, but very briefly, because as I hit them, well, the shuttle is the cheaper version of the PC Engine that removed the expansion port and came with weirdly better designed controllers. And then came out a week before the core graphics, which was changed out the sound chip and made controllers that didn't feel as nice, but at least had switches on them to add turbo fire. And so there's not a whole lot to dig into there. It's just when I reach that point in the timeline, go, oh yeah, and this was released alongside that. I don't need to do a whole video on the laptop version.
What about the Express?
The Express,
Oh, the
again,
Turbo
just
Express.
mention it.
It had a
beautiful
TV. It had a TV add-on.
Yep.
Beautiful piece of engineering, but I don't really feel the need to break it out to its own video.
I mean, if you don't mind early onset macular degeneration from trying to read the text on that minuscule screen.
Well, it's perfect for
mean-
playing all of those high-speed shoot 'em ups with all that ghosting.
Oh
Mm.
God. Ugh.
No thanks. I think I'll stick to my Game Gear for that.
Mm. Or you could
I
try
mean-
the Game Boy. Jeez.
let me stick my head into my Virtual Boy for 5 hours.
Uh,
Okay, we don't want
It's
you
like-
to go blind.
It's like it's like Andrew Dice Clay said, it's like talking to Zuzu is like masturbating with a blender. Slightly amusing, but mostly painful.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask this question. Why do they call it the CD-ROM?
For maximum confusion. It is the official name, but it is CD-ROM and then a squared. Now you'd think that should be CD-ROM with 2 M's, but in the commercials, they call it the CD-ROM.
And that's because the original system was just called the CD-ROM system 1.0.
No, not even then. Right from the start, in the commercials they had to announce the platform, they call it the CD-ROM.
That must be an NEC thing because we don't call it the Magnavox Odyssey squared. I mean, seriously, it's a superscript, so it should be called that, but we call it the Odyssey too.
I will now start calling it the Odyssey Squared. Thank you for cursing the entirety of the gaming population with that.
See, now this is
I think I'm
interesting.
going to use that. Yeah, that works for me.
This is interesting. This is interesting because the original. I'm looking at my Black Stripe games here, my CD-ROM system games, and they do not have the number 2 symbol on them. They are not ROM-ROMs.
US or US or Japanese.
Both the U.S. and the Japanese games. I have games that predate the Super CD-ROM system, and they just say CD-ROM. They don't have the number 2 on them.
Let me just bring up a box for this.
The-
On the
the gr-
original box, it says CD-ROM and has a little square. So they really had their branding down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. I'm looking at Soul Bianca here. My copy of Soul Bianca has CD-ROM 2 on it.
Soul Bianca
Okay.
is a better game than people realize.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got I got the system because it was like Falcom, Messiah. Can't go wrong. If you want anime themed games, this was the system. Especially if you
Yeah.
wanted ones that had anime tie-ins to actual anime.
Soul Bianca was supposed to be a multimedia franchise, and I think they only ever released the OVA and the game. The game is an RPG, but it's an episodic RPG.
Right.
And it plays a lot. It's a science fiction game setting. You drop down on a planet and start basically trying to fix every world that you go to, and it plays pretty well. It's got kind of an automatic combat system where you program people to do something and then watch the combat play out rather than give individual commands. Although you can do that too if you want.
It was pretty cool. Another game that I got the system for, ostensibly because it also has the Red Book audio soundtrack, is the movie tie-in for Space Battleship Yamato.
I haven't played that one yet myself, so
So it's an
That's
interesting
looking.
game. It's an interesting game because it's basically got ray traced anime graphics, and you move around the different stations of the bridge in order to do different functions. And the game opens up. You get that dun 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 dun, dun theme song, and
Mhm.
as soon as it's done playing, you are launching the ship, and the Gamulus missile is coming. The radiation bomb is heading right for the ship. And you got to take it out with the wave motion gun. And that's the very first scenario in the game. It just launches you right into it.
They know what you want and they drop it right on you.
Yeah, and they're all yelling different commands at me. And of course, back when I first got it, I had no idea what they were saying because my Japanese is below rudimentary. And so they're just screaming at me, and I'm like, well, obviously this is getting more urgent, but I don't know how to move stations. And then they made a sequel on the system, which I have not acquired.
Yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if I want an original copy, it's going to be quite expensive. If I emulate it,
Gesundheit.
yes, it's dusty in here. I might still be able to get a hold of it.
Like,
But
anyway,
I've had so much fun with this system, and I keep dusting it off for retro nostalgia purposes because that is the stated purpose of my main channel. So
anyway, something I did want to touch upon is, have the tariffs affected your chronicling of the PC Engine here?
Oh yeah. It has been not good. It's I have placed one order from Japan since the tariffs went into effect, and the only way I could justify it was by buying a bunch of Christmas gifts simultaneously. I paid, I want to say, $80 on a $400 order.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting around it by taking full advantage of de minimis. De minimis.
That's gone.
That's gone.
It-
That's yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, that was pulled in like June, I think.
August. It was the August 28th because I had a whole group of people organized to get as much as they could into the U.S. over the
granted,
month of August.
Now, granted,
There
it
you
was
go.
pulled without any instructions on how to pull it, so implementation on it being pulled is somewhat incomplete. But officially,
yeah. That's why Temu is smuggling everything. I mean, importing everything without
mean,
duties.
There may be light at the end of the tunnel here on that venture. We'll see what the Supreme Court says, but businesses are starting to line up to get reimbursed for the tariffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a big one is Costco is suing the Trump administration right now for reimbursement on the tariffs.
A lot of people think they should wait till we get a hearing, ruling from the Supreme Court on that, but
Still, that's definitely an interesting bit of movement, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we're not going to get any action out of Congress, so
right.
not on this, not anytime soon. Like, but in terms of Hue cards or CD-ROMs that you still have left, what's missing?
A lot of the big stuff, unfortunately. I am going to have to use other methods for Magical Chase, for example.
oh yeah.
Makes sense. Isn't that like the most expensive US Turbo game?
I believe so for the U.S. It's not for Japan.
No.
See, and that's another thing that I had done over the years was I've bought Japanese versions of things for $10 that were, outrageously priced for their U.S. counterparts due to rarity.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that with tariffs, prices on PC Engine stuff would kind of sink down, and maybe I could absorb some of that price. It's not. Prices have gone even higher in the past 6 months. I think I've seen prices on some stuff double in the past 6 months. It's really getting up there.
I guess, are you just looking on eBay for stuff, or are you using any other service like Rakuten or Buy?
Yeah, Buy which I use as a couple different names before, but through Yahoo auctions on them. Suragaya is a very convenient site who offer free shipping to the U.S., which I was a little bit surprised I didn't drive them out of business. I had them ship drum sets, plural.
Jesus. So
Oh,
we're
boy.
putting this guy on a blacklist because, god damn it.
Oh yeah, they should have put me on a blacklist. I've got a couple cubic meters of stuff that I got them to ship to me free. But then their prices tend to be mid-range, but they're the single largest chain of used hobby goods in Japan.
Right.
So they tend to have good variety. And then there's J for You, which is a smaller shop, but because they are secretly, they don't tell you this on the site, but they're a Dutch auction, which is a type of auction where the price goes down regularly. So every day they lower the prices on their games a small amount until it sells.
Hmm.
They're a great place for finding bargains because the things that tend to be expensive in Japan but are unpopular overseas wind up becoming very cheap there. I got Linda Cubed, which is a 25,000 yen game for about $30 from them recently.
Oh wow.
So, how long is it going to take you to chronicle the entire PC Engine family here?
According to my spreadsheet, it is going to end for me. Dead of the Brain 1 and 2 are supposed to be September 4th, 2028. It will probably shrink a little bit because I've been absorbing some certain things into single episodes or doubling up when there's significant overlap. I'm not going to have the Cosmic Fantasy Visual Collection as its own episode, for example. I don't think I need to do every hyper catalog, which are CD-ROM catalogs of all of the PC Engine games. Don't need to talk about all of those individually, so I can roll this up a little bit. But we're looking at the end of 2028 to wrap up this project.
Cool.
That does make sense, I think. And are you still going to do side projects in that time span?
Oh yes, my Christmas video I just finished uploading yesterday. I like to do a special Christmas video every year, and I've got my 5th year anniversary of doing this also on December 31st. So I'm got another video for that I'm uploading. But my Christmas video is about a half hour long about a single video game that can destroy a console. They released it in a state where it was breaking people's consoles, just bricking them.
Like permanently?
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I know some PC titles that did that.
There's a couple notorious ones. This one is a Wii game, and even without the bug that caused the Wiis to overheat and cook their processors, it has some extremely notorious bugs that are visually hilarious.
Sounds intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
And is the 5th year anniversary video going to be like a retrospective, or is it going to be something unrelated?
Well, because my channel is all about cataloging games, I realized that the 5th anniversary would have to be another game catalog. So I am going to take on a couple of platforms that people have asked me about, but I have rejected doing. And instead, I'm just going to put them all in one big video for people. Yeah, I've decided on this more because I came up with the a pun title that I thought was really funny.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
I was going
I
to say, are
suppose-
you going to say it, or are you leaving
no,
us in suspense for when it actually releases, which is fair?
I thought about that.
The title is going to be All Sega in a Day.
Oh man.
Like, hello, SG-1000.
SG-1000 Mark III. Going to do all of the Japanese releases. I can't get through the European releases, but
Oh, God.
everything Japanese is going up.
Now, if you want impossible mode, get the Brazilian
Oh God.
catalog.
The Brazilian catalog's neat. My view on those Sega platforms is Sega did not know what to do with a home console, and it was up to the Europeans and Brazilians to save the platform. And as a result, the Japanese games don't wind up really showing things in the best light. But we'll see what that's. I feel like at the very end, Sega finally started to realize, oh, we should actually do something with home systems. And so you start getting it ends on a high note. But there's a few years where Sega's going, "Oh, just let the people in the basement do something with this."
Well, yeah, they were an arcade game company, primarily.
Exactly.
And now they are again.
No, they're not. They sold off their arcade
Yeah.
division.
Did they? No.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you remember in Akihabara, the Sega arcade building, that's gone.
Like, so have you given any thought to doing another library after the PC Engine, or is this the final hurrah?
Oh no, we're going right into the next one because obviously if I'm finishing a few months early, that's just enough time to fit in the PCFX before the end of the year.
Mhm. I was about to say now is the time to start procurement before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That is
I mean,
worth
it's a
keeping an
logical
eye out for.
conclusion.
I'm
I'll
now
probably do
perusing.
something small after that as well. The 3DO's looking pretty nice as an option because nobody talks about the 3DO.
Ooh.
Oh,
And the 3DO
well.
had a weirdly big following in Japan.
when you
Yeah.
cover that system, then we'll have more to talk about because
Oh,
brother,
goddamn it,
I
Mac.
used the Daedalus encounter. What is it?
the
Shockwave
3DOs
1 and 2.
The big 3DO games I played on the PC because, of course, the 3DO was probably the first real attempt to merge the PC platform and a video game console. Other people tried to turn video game consoles into PCs without much success, but this was kind of going the other way.
I got mine for $69
Nice.
in 1997.
I did see Manjular's video on all of the 3DO RPGs on that.
I've seen it before.
Lucian's Quest.
The thing that I remember the most are the AD&D games because only one of those two got PC release, and I collected all of the Dungeons and Dragons games because, of course, I'm that kind of nerd. But there was not Death Keep, but the other one that was only there's a 3DO exclusive.
I'm gonna have to point William SRD into that direction.
Oh no.
And of course, when we talk about the 3DO, we'll have to talk about Crystal Dynamics because I'm holding my copy of Gex Not for Resale packet and game that came with my console.
Ooh.
This is for 12 seasons of Full House.
I was playing Gex just the other day, and then wondering why I was doing that.
The first home version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah. And a pretty good version of Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, actually,
Yes, Samurai Showdown, an excellent port of D.
It wasn't a
Vastly.
port. Like D was made for the 3DO. The Saturn
that's
and
true.
the PlayStation are the ports.
And of course, there's The Horde starring Kirk Cameron.
I have that in my hand right now.
Oh God.
And
of course,
and
there's the seminal plumbers don't wear ties.
You never put the word seminal and plumbers don't wear ties in the same sentence again, please.
I'm not even sure we can cover that game on this stream.
I think
I've got
looking at
my
it is a
copy of
war
Super.
crime.
I've got my copy of Super Wing Commander, which was their feeble attempt at making a Macintosh port of the Wing Commander franchise.
That was the first game I played on the 3DO, their Wing Commander port there. And you know, that one kept me off the platform for a little while.
I'll tell you, I just used the cheat code and went all the way through it. My God, even with the God mode code, it was tedious.
And of course,
Because-
there is Doom on the 3DO.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be a shit show of epic proportions, but I'll tell you what, the 3DO. Actually, I have a VHS tape that has a 5.5 hour long play of Wing Commander 3: Heart of the Tiger. Maybe I'll break that up into smaller videos and then commentate on it, because the 3DO version of Wing Commander 3: Heart of the Tiger was superior because it had non-interlaced movie sequences that almost look DVD quality.
Not bad.
Almost.
I bought a DVD-ROM so I could play Wing Commander 4.
Oh yeah, the DXR2 decoder version, which I have a copy
Yep.
of, sitting in the closet. I have a Dell Pentium 3. It's a Dimension 4100. It has a 3DFX Voodoo 3 2000 AGP. It has the Hollywood Magic decoder card that the DXR3 was based off of. Oh man. Oh, looks like we've got an open-ended schedule for you in the future.
But I'm happy to talk about all sorts of weird games. We didn't even get into the pachinko controller or how they made a weird add-on that you had to plug in order to add battery backup saves, or
We'll probably have you on next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no
Anyway.
question about that. It's not even probably. It's a done deal. It's a foregone conclusion.
I don't
put
know how we
PBA.
avoided talking about all of the shoot 'em ups. I mean, literally
Which are-
1/6 of the library is shoot 'em ups.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
My copy of Lords of Thunder is primed and ready to go.
I use Gate of Thunder as the theme song for my videos.
Nice.
Somebody's knocking on the gates of thunder.
Which had a secret Bomberman 93 in it. If you had the pack-in game that came with the console, my copy of Gates of Thunder, actually, there's
The
a
US
trick.
version. That's
Yeah, the
the
US
US version. Yeah.
Yeah, it came with like extra games.
It's a weird thing, but that's a case where the US version is relatively cheap. I'm not going to say it's cheap because, TurboGrafx stuff. But the PC Engine version is super expensive.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through pricecharting.com right now.
Anyway,
In dismay.
as funny as this is, we do have
Yeah.
to move forward and
Okay.
commentate on some videos.
Yes.
Yes, it's now officially 1 a.m.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I won't keep you guys any longer, even though I can go on forever talking about
right.
the PC Engine.
Yeah.
Thanks
Standard-
for having me.
Wait. Standard wrap up. Do you have to do you have anything specific that's coming up in the immediate foreseeable future that you want to plug before you go?
The series is PC Engine Power. I'm found on YouTube as RndStranger, and you can find my account on Blue Sky as RndStranger because they let me spell out the whole thing there. Coming up next, I have Magical Dinosaur Tour. If you want to see a dinosaur give birth on video, that's the place for it.
Oh boy, that's a tease. high quality teas right there.
You are. I am amazed at the stuff they put in that one.
Mm.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, with just that as a tease, oh boy.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, David, thank you again for being here. It is always a pleasure to talk to you, and we will be talking again, no doubt.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun.
All
So
right.
long.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Well, with that.
Whew.
All right. So merrily we shall shift over to the MSP3K section of this podcast.
Can we even call it that?
I just
Well,
did.
Well, he
Well,
just did. Yes.
fair.
So, well, we
Yes. And as always, that was David Mattis, the random stranger of Fama Daily. Go see his stuff.
go.
All right. So I guess I currently have the strong bad pulled up, but I
Yeah.
can also do the tomorrow people if we'd rather do that one.
No.
No,
We're doing
we're
both.
we're doing both. Like,
All right. Well, order wise.
yeah.
Do strong bad first because we've got to save the best for last.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Anyway,
go out on
so-
top, baby.
Anyway, so we're starting out with something I've been waiting a good long while, and I think others here have been as well.
Mm.
A new strong bad email. Like,
It might be the last.
longtime viewers will know that Homestar Runner, Strong Bad makes up a good percentage of our humor and references.
Mm.
So to get a brand new one,
dead
this
air.
is what came out, like last week at time of
Mhm.
recording.
Mhm.
We get Strong Bad email number 210,
Mm.
like robots. So let's just get into it.
See, I have to go
Oh.
back through the lore too because I didn't remember. I don't know when he got the lappier.
When he came back from hiatus.
But you never do anything with them. What give it?
Little higher volume would be good.
Internet asker. Good point, Carlair. Good point. Does seem like a bit of an oversight. Say the chief. Bring up our files on thems of the robotic.
Yeah, where are the where did all of those robots that have definitely always been there around town come from?
I mean, this one's from the children's book.
Doesn't stand a chance against this guy. This guy
So,
was last seen doing a brief
technically
stint
speaking,
doing
that
a
one's
personal
been
assistant.
there always.
And it's more about the volume, but yes. Subtitles do not know how to do Fuquabot.
That is not what I asked for.
Are you surprised?
Nope.
Like, there's no machine on Earth that can handle these speech patterns of Homestar Runner.
Well, I can't see a thing through these hazy jeans.
Fuquabot set a timer for 1,000 million years. A recap-
20-year-old explosion.
Who, in an unexpected twist, became the spokesperson for competing cereal companies.
I do remember the Great Nuts robot.
Finally, the leader of them all, the technological terror, the pinnacle of mechanical panic.
I still have to say,
You fear him?
that it's slightly less fun in the age post-Flash that you can't hover over stuff and find secrets in their videos anymore.
Goes the chief.
You can
They
do that
do
on their
still
website.
put the stuff that would have been secrets in at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's more fun to find them.
Yeah, no, it is.
Perfect. Now follow him and learn what their robot world domination plans are so we can copy them.
They do sell the cheap plushies, so you could probably actually make one of those.
Having a secret council meeting.
What, a cheat bot?
Oh,
Yeah.
suppose a firmware upgrade is.
Or excuse me while I go eat.
You need a plush, the cheat, and a bucket, and 3 light bulbs.
Sorry, you hired it. Sharpen the corners.
How did a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk make him bleed?
Because it came off of the Slicey 86.
Ah.
Filter kit included. Now get moving, cheat bot.
I'm thinking of Sam and Max.
I mixed up marsala and masala at my in-laws' house. So embarrassing.
On that note, should we start back up our bechamel
Humidibot.
versus hollandaise debate? Because I'm humidibot.
God, these
Holland's
subtitles are
Dames.
horrific.
Friggin' sauce? You sure it wasn't like mind control sauce or melt the human stomach so we can take over the world sauce? I refuse to accept that. There's just no way robots will secretly congregate only to discuss various types of sauce. You must have missed something. You gotta go back.
How does that
What do
work?
you mean you don't know any sauces?
Uh.
Just make something up. Find out how sauce equals world domination. Solve for sauce. Back in the bucket.
Cinnamon swirly sauce. It's gonna fill up your belly, hoss.
Your turn, Cashmatic.
Oops, sorry.
There are some problems here.
Oh god, he's dead.
Oh no, ATM from my favorite Strong Bad or Homestar Runner video, the presumably official music video for They Might Be Giants' experimental film.
And now it's your turn.
You've been reading the Strong Bad wiki, or sorry, the Homestar Runner wiki.
Solve for sauce.
I do unironically really like that video.
Southern accent now.
Hmm.
Why do I have a southern accent now?
Oh, who's doing that?
You're doing a great job.
This Strawberry Sunday tastes more like a Monday. Ooh, who
Like the
is
king of
doing
town
that?
would care.
Someone's doing that.
After eating that entire galvanized garbage can full of Crisco.
Oh, who keeps
Surprised he
doing
has any
that?
taste left.
It's someone's doing it.
Well, it's
You
unflavored
condiment for
dentifrice.
whatever you're doing.
Mm.
Glasgow doing that. It's someone's doing that. Sauce.
Doing that.
We love someone's doing that.
We love shining ass. That's appropriate.
10 out of 10. YouTube does it again.
Oh boy.
I think even the brothers chaps would approve.
Thanks for freaking asking.
Good job.
My neck breaking. Leg bendo. Spine full. Baby-da-bam-bop, baby-da-bop-bop-bop.
Beepity boo boo, boo 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 beepity boo boo.
Karibo's shoe over here.
Yeah. I was like, I was getting shades of Super Mario Brothers 3 there.
CGL.
Pretend here to email Strongpad.
Wait, there's a lot more.
Yeah, I was seeing if it was.
And there was that sad period where he was selling personalized greetings. Happy 50th birthday, Joshua. I said come.
Oh, cameo greeting.
Oh, God.
The YouTube title didn't even try.
Uh-huh.
Salt for sauce. Cups for cream.
Okay,
Huh.
your timer for 1,000 million years, Homestar.
It's alright. It's okay. There's something to live for.
Jesus.
Huh.
Dark.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Nice. Nope. And always a fun palate cleanser. Now,
To the
Let's get
tomorrow.
into fun.
people.
now to the other part.
Yeah.
Let's wrap
Let's
this
finish
puppy
this
up.
arc off.
Previously on whatever this is.
Well, I'm sorry about the mess we got you into.
I'm
You see,
sorry about
Jim
this
Carter,
filthy
he
mullet
thought
I'm
you were on
wearing.
the level. A bit nutty like, but on the level. I mean, he told us what he was doing.
we're sorry we got caught up with this
And these guys are
bullshit.
Just a bunch of freaks.
He only said that
What
so you don't
made you think that Zedekiah was on the level?
Yes, we
He
Genuine
literally
question.
told you to abduct
I keep
children.
thinking some horrible nightmare, and any minute I'm gonna wake up. Wish I was on the M1 being dumped for speeding.
It's not a nightmare,
Ah.
it's for real.
Oh my God.
Lefty.
It's not you he wants, it's us.
Meanwhile,
wait,
back
so
to
what's up,
3 frames of
Barbara?
animation.
Yeah.
Us, the tomorrow people.
Featuring
Galaxy.
a poorly rendered hand.
I was gonna say, Galax is the perfect announcer for this.
Because you gotta see it 4 times in order to understand what you're watching.
I mean, they had to cut corners where they could, obviously. I mean, look at it.
I'm trying not to. It was giving me
So is
seizures.
Yeah.
God.
That is
And
literally the
speaking of
most
which, we have-
cardboard-ass robot I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Well, there's also duct tape.
Duct tape may have been a luxury here.
My
Okay,
goodness.
okay, masking tape. Maybe some painter's tape from the dollar store. I'm sorry, the pound store.
But we've got to go, Tim. Ken is in trouble. We don't know what might happen if we don't.
The state of it.
But we can't leave.
I will say these spacesuits are superior to the ones from the final season of the original Star Trek series.
Small comfort there, I'd imagine.
They killed.
You know, the
Tim.
ones they showed on Star Trek Discovery were supposed to be replicas of the exact same thing, only better.
That's all.
Then what?
Unfortunate.
No difference, Ginge.
Mhm.
We're stuck on a spaceship.
Ben
and that's-
then.
Oh, shut up, Lefty. First thing we've got to do is get rid of old tin ribs. And who knows? And others may come and rescue us.
Oh, tin ribs.
Your lot.
Next thing you know, they'll be calling them clankers.
That's in
Nice.
about 40 years.
Yeah,
What of the tomorrow people? I thought there were only 4 of us.
I see your thinly veiled racism against robots.
Thousands. My foot.
Set the coordinates.
You got
Well,
thousands
they
of
don't
tomorrow
have
people
the-
money?
Tim's right, let me go.
Yeah, they don't have the budget for that.
Look, if
Yeah,
the
that's-
franchise had gone on as long as Doctor Who, they'd be at least partway there.
Well, it's went on for
No.
an
Alexa-
age.
Alexa, set an alarm for 1,000 million years.
Carol, you stay. Oh no, look, we'd be all right if we just stick together.
So isn't 1,000 million a billion years?
Yes.
Yes. It's electric.
But Homestar doesn't know the word billion
Mm.
unless, except when he does.
An egg whisk.
Meanwhile, Guy is clearly being impacted by the effects of the paint on him.
Ready?
Mhm.
Check.
Well, especially the way he was fondling that control.
Yeah, the way he's positioned there, that's I am trapped in pounds of paint and I can't move.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't cadmium based.
Yep.
That's what killed
Uh-oh.
Bob Ross.
Tim? Do you want me up, Tim? Do you want me up?
I am sorry, Carol. It is
Oh,
necessary
dear.
for one of you to remain here.
So they picked the lady.
Hi there, well-meaning sexism.
1970s misogyny, ladies and gentlemen.
So, question: since they're such pacifists that they won't even actually shoot the bad guys, how are they going to stop them?
Magic.
Magic, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Strenuous negotiations
Yes.
It's a trap.
and shitty
Talk,
special
talk.
effects.
Hackers are here.
Sorry.
And they're in trouble.
I accidentally
How
clicked
do
the
you
button.
know? Jelly Kai said that band round your head stopped your special powers.
I just know.
Yeah? Well, we're not done
Don't
yet.
point out the plot holes.
That's his sole purpose. Now you've deprived him of meaning.
Whatever you do, don't jump up here.
I mean, Kenny hasn't exactly done a lot so far.
Are you the Cyclops? What do you want with us?
We only got 20 minutes, you fool.
You tell us.
Well, they're
Tim,
dead.
I've got to go and help them. I've just got to.
Well, this argument's going to take up 10 minutes.
But not to exactly the coordinates they specified. Take your stun gun.
Well, there isn't time.
You must take your stun gun.
Right. Got it.
Why would you not want to take your stun gun?
Because they're too much of pacifists.
Check.
Except when they're not, apparently.
Yep.
Also, that took like 15 seconds.
Bloody hell, that
How
woman.
was there not time for it?
An eternity by which will be open to Klingon attack.
Now what?
Sorry, Adam. You set me up for a Star Trek V reference, so I took it.
No, I'm just laughing at Jedediah here. Like, somehow this is the worst robot we saw tonight.
The robot there. Yeah, that stun gun don't work on that.
Well, apparently it did something.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
I'm falling into the ball pit.
God.
That was just the actor stumbling about.
Yeah, no.
Obviously. Probably put a frickin' banana peel right there and they decided to edit out on post.
But yeah, no,
Didn't
literally,
see
they
that they
burned
took
the.
some moves from Star Trek.
They
Yeah.
burned the fucking film
Good
for
old
that.
shaking the bridge.
Well, shaking the camera.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I always loved it when half the actors didn't get the memo and went the wrong way.
I got something to report
tripped.
for you.
Honey? Who said honey?
YouTube's gone stupid.
Yeah. AI generation.
They're going
y'all.
for like a football helmet guard thing on the
Yeah.
mask.
They gotta be
there,
careful.
and
Look, they
it's
gotta be.
not straight.
Yeah, they got to be careful with these delicate sets. One wrong move and the whole thing could fall down.
Honey.
Can you hear me?
It would have been hilarious if she shot him.
There's a robot. It banged its head. I think it's gone mad.
Oh no, it blew its top off. Was it out?
Hasn't ceased being funny yet.
Yeah, now the actor in the suit is obviously now having fun with it now. Now
I
you're just
think he's just
exaggerating.
genuinely stumbling about because there are no eye holes.
Right.
Yeah.
Shooting off his porch light gun.
Yeah.
Because this sound effect is totally not annoying at all.
Yeah, no, I'm about to fucking lobotomize myself.
Talk.
Kenny, where are you?
It's like the electronic equivalent of a yapping dog.
Hey, look out, it's Tinker and Tommy!
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Yeah, the Daleks. Don't put the
Daleks are
Daleks
too
into
dignified for this.
Yes. Yes.
Even the Daleks of this time that couldn't handle stairs.
I had to shoot him with a stun gun.
Shooting off for no
Special
reason.
effects failure at every level.
Yeah, the actor in the suit is clearly having a fun with it.
And then he
I
takes
think
one in
he
the
stumbled
dome.
that way.
The special effect was so unsophisticated they didn't even have him freeze frame for it. They just went blah all over the film.
Are you going to take the dick off of my head?
This is what happens when you do special effects via highlighter directly onto the film.
Yeah, no shit.
So I'm going to have to stick on my head until we get back, or what are you going to do?
Doing this should lock it.
Magic marker laser beams.
How'd you keep on
The
reading
props
Your
department.
budget is literally
Couldn't find that
sixpence.
Cyclops. It's some sort of an airlock.
Were 4 and 20 blackbirds also baked into a pie?
Of course.
Maybe. Okay, maybe lighting this costume on fire wasn't the best idea.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the quote-unquote background music might actually be the fire alarm
Perhaps the
going
Cyclops
off.
can't breathe the same air as us. Maybe that's why his area's sealed off. We've got to get into that door.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is 10 years before the Vic Morrow incident reset on-set safety standards for film and television.
That's what I want to find out.
Well, this
The
is the
United
UK.
States. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Do
That's
people-
the
Yeah, but
United States.
that reset safety standards worldwide.
You stay here with James. We won't be long. Thanks, Stephen.
Open the door and I'm just amazed it didn't come out. Oh Lord!
You're not coming with us? Slam.
We're like, yeah. It's like more like for them. It's like, it's like we want none of this. This is too far for us. Our brains are too lower for this.
I see the scales now. He's a lizard man.
Yeah.
No, he's a cyclops. But yes, he is lizardish.
I need your help. I will show you that I mean no harm.
Yeah. Funny way of showing it, pal.
God, just sit with your legs closed for Christ's sake.
This is still happening.
My sinus abandoners dropped off. I will protect you by holding you menacingly.
Yeah.
That's a chokehold.
Right.
Nah, not that much.
I need a sleeper hold just for watching this.
The control channel's thrown completely out.
Your mist machine isn't making the special effects better.
But here comes
It is
the mind games.
It is obscuring the peeling. It is obscuring the peeling paint, though, Adam.
Fair.
The robot is coughing.
Got that exhaust blew up.
Why was I given human lungs?
And the exhaust blew up inside the system right there.
Just opening up random doors.
I mean, this has been going on for like 7 minutes.
Firing the halogen ray.
Kick him in the chest and be done
Literally,
with it.
though.
They didn't
Push
even.
him over. He's
They didn't
so
even wait.
top heavy.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't even
biker
wait.
man.
They didn't even
Yeah,
wait.
biker man. You can just kick him right there. You'll be done with the damn thing.
They didn't even wait for the strike party to burn the sets.
As vital to me as your own oxygen is to you.
Why? What's happened?
When we were caught in a meteorite storm, the tanks were punctured. Only the reserve tank remained intact, and I needed more telepaths. The cyclone drive of the ship is inoperable without them. Only they
Okay.
are functioning efficiently over sustained periods of
This is like the definition of technobabble.
How'd you get here in the first place?
Are we?
Yeah, my head's trying to figure out what the hell's going on now.
Are we
Even
leading up to a
more-
res?
It's like we thought we knew this was the
Carl
this was
here.
a basic
This don't
evil
matter.
good.
None of
Yeah.
this matters.
Nothing.
Are we leading up to the resolution of this being the power of friendship?
Probably.
No, we're getting the actual title drop here. These are the slaves of Jedikiah. It's really lame and stupid.
Yeah. A bummer.
Only to get me home. You would have been returned to Earth unharmed and would have been well rewarded.
Yes, but you should have asked us instead of trying to force us.
I don't expect help from humans. Your planet has an evil reputation.
I'm getting some mixed signals here.
Yes, that is why so few space travelers from other planets visit you. You are all
Well, I mean, honestly, if that's
Valid.
the case, it would not be
Valid.
surprising. It would not be surprising at all. It's because stupid it would
Jesus.
make. Fine.
And
I
people thought-
actually appreciate that.
And people thought Star Trek was sanctimonious.
I mean, if you want something to be more sanctimonious, make it British.
He's not wrong.
Let me read it sometime.
Okay, so he's the literal Cyclops from Greek mythology who's an alien.
That's a very Doctor Who thing.
Or one of them, anyway.
I'm sensing some wibbly wobbly stuff.
I mean, that's the set.
Ambassador, John, Kenny, Stephen, and I. We're the Tomorrow People.
I have been informed about you. You are mankind's only hope. but arm yourself against your own
We're
species.
doomed.
They will kill you if they find you out.
Yeah. May I ask you, sir, if you know anything about an Ashtar Galactic Command?
God. Space tuberculosis.
Few sorts of gun. Are they about to be eaten by a crew?
Even with a fully trained telepathic crew, it would take at least 2 days to reach the nearest planet.
Oh,
Is any of this relevant to anything?
no! Hell no!
I'm pretty sure everybody died from some kind of poisonous smoke inhalation before the year
Pig is
2000.
dying. Jesus Christ.
This pig
Creature,
is
but
dying.
yeah, the subs are.
I'll jaunt you in to fetch it.
95?
They're trying to help the Cyclops.
You must be joking after all he's done to us.
That's the way it is. You wouldn't
Who knew that one day?
You wouldn't
Who knew that-
understand. Oh, I don't understand. I'm with the boys here.
Who knew that one day their term for teleportation would be misappropriated on the internet for jerking off?
Yeah, if I'm one of the, I'm like one of the biker guys going like, what the bloody fuck is going on?
Or to put it into British parlance, having a wank.
Oh boy.
Yeah, meanwhile, Zedekiah is still stumbling about. We've seen it.
Well, at least he's not. Well, he's I guess more stable now because he's not.
Now his damage is much more specific.
I think I've worked out where it comes from. It's a system about 22 light years away. There's a Sepostrian lady traveling in that.
I've got to glue this Reynolds wrap onto the wall here. Thank you very much.
Sestrian lady or Sustrian? It would make a lot more sense.
You gotta make 3 more sets out of this.
I'll jaunt back to work and get as many jaunting belts as I can. See if you can find out from the Cyclops how he got the saps up here in the first place.
If I'm a biker boy, I'm like, get me the bloody fuck out of this show, please. 10 step. Get me out of here. I want nothing to do with you.
That repair job would have made Mr. Scott proud. It's hard to keep the thing from blowing in the condition it's in.
It's some sort of matter transmitter. Perhaps you could make it work again to get the saps down.
Hey, what do you call us?
Good idea, Kenny. I'll help you.
See you then, Stephen.
Hey, listen, what did you call us?
Saps, short for Homo sapiens. That's what you are. Means man the wise.
Homo?
Oh, brother.
That way we might be able to get
His
Oh,
caveman
what's-
brain is trying to process all this.
Come on, Jinx, don't hang about.
Oh, yeah.
He called us a homo.
Yeah,
get
that's
going,
the
you
application there by that pause after home.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
God, the 70s were a magical time. I tell you what.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What passed for humor.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what passed for entertainment?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our computer's system got fucked because it's now fuzzy as hell.
The lighting gives the illusion that there's liquid moving through those pipes.
Mm.
The robot is in the energy converter. If he damages it, we will all be destroyed.
Carol, can you take care of the robot? I'll look after things here.
If I keep patting his back, he'll stop coughing.
That's it. Ginger, you go back with Kenny. He'll look after you. I'm going back to Cyclops control room, transmit you down from there.
Hey, now, listen, kid, this room is going to get us back to Earth again, isn't it?
Well, he got you here, so it ought to get you back.
Or they'll be dumped off in the void of space. Either way, nothing
Yeah,
of
it's like,
value is lost.
and they cut away from that because obviously the follow-up would be something very sinister.
Seriously, half this episode's just been that robot stumbling about
Yeah.
and the Cyclops coughing.
We thought the Cyclops was gonna be something, but instead it's a freaking flop.
And yet, somehow this series continued on after this.
Somehow, magically. This looked good every fucking thing in the 70s.
The ship is likely to vaporize.
Well,
there goes
shit.
9/10 of the budget.
Yeah, no shit.
Sadly, all they had was cap gun caps. But they smashed an entire roll of them with a rock. Made it more impressive.
Goodness.
My
That's right,
retinas.
even with this.
My retinas.
What a bright
Look, if
room
you
here.
flash enough colors, it'll seem like something's happening.
What are those kids bleeding for? At this point, if you keep asking that question, you're gonna get a stupid answer.
We gotta wait
Don't
for the
ask
allotted runtime.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, they're not going to get the padded runtime out of the plot. That's for damn sure.
There was a plot?
Yeah.
That was my point.
Plot? Wow.
My point exactly.
What about the sex?
Time and place, girl.
Well, I mean, with all those homos running around.
No.
We can't put this on YouTube.
Just relax. Just relax.
God damn it. MSP presents After Dark.
This is what happens when we go after midnight.
Boom.
Just relax.
Rejoicing.
Yeah. Oh, thank
And
God.
we'll never see Jedediah again.
Until the sequel.
Technically, we didn't even see Jedediah in this episode. Just the robot that was actually him.
He's floating around in space, and as if we learned anything from the episode Data Lore, simply beaming an android. Simply beaming an android into space.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Jedediah appears again in the very next arc.
Oh, okay. Is he back to being a human, or is he a robot again?
He's mostly a human. Mainly because the robot costume was so shit.
I don't know if
they
anybody.
hated
Meanwhile, I don't
using
know
it.
if anybody's noticed
True
here,
story.
but Tim's speakers here got blown off, and it's now freaking sounding fuzzy.
See, I've been wondering if they didn't have the budget to pay Jedediah's actor.
I'll just think you had another brainstorm and walked out.
They did use a different actor in the Medusa strain.
And when everybody's lost interest in
Oh yeah, like you're just on a
But then
brainstorm.
the original
and walked
actor
out.
came back
Uh-huh.
The hard part of being
in the next Jedediah arc.
What do you mean? You'll see.
You'll see.
Oh good, these guys got saved. And Kenny's here.
Kenny did.
They brought him where?
I think he said a bog.
When did this become a mid-80s sitcom?
Yeah.
We literally ended off of people laughing. All that was missing was the freeze frame.
Guess we're done.
Yep.
Looks like.
Yep. That was a wet fart of an ending.
Oh brother.
I hear the theme music. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear
But you
God.
can see why I picked this. Oh dear
Yeah.
God.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's endlessly mockable, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see more of their adventures sometime next season.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I can hardly wait.
But I think next time we'll head back to the Computer Chronicles. You know, watch some
Be
technology
safer.
that isn't embarrassing. Or at
Yeah.
least less embarrassing.
Or
Yeah,
at
you
least,
said-
or at least less mind-numbing.
Now, while we're still here, you said you had a rant for the entertainment section.
Well, yeah, because we got to talk about the AI dubs.
Situation. Yeah.
Well, it's no longer a situation. At least.
Yeah. Well, it was a situation, and now it's now a comedy.
Apparently, the Spanish AI dubs are still there. So
Yeah. Well, for now. But
It's the enemy.
We might want to back up to position 1 here and kind of explain what's going on.
right.
Yes. Although I did mention it earlier, people have probably forgotten after all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Kevin, you take the lead. Here.
Well, Amazon decided to take a couple of properties that they have streaming on their Prime Video service. Banana Fish is one. No Game, No Life is another. I don't know the full list, but those two come top of mind. There are others.
I thought it was Log Horizon, not No Game No. Anyway,
But more to the
Vinland
point-
Saga, I think
No,
was
no
anyway,
Game No Life season 2. The first
Okay.
season was done by professional actors, and the second season apparently was
Right.
done by AI.
Right. Vinland Saga is another one, but there.
The
But
second
yeah.
season did have a dub, but then they didn't AI dub.
Right. But
Bizarre.
yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, some have some series were never dubbed before that got AI dubs, and some had actual studio dubs, but then for a new dub they decided to do AI here. That got a lot of attention, obviously, and pissed off the voice actor community to no freaking end. And it turns out, as we learned today, that it was not authorized by either Sentai Filmworks or, more importantly to the point, Kadokawa.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So Amazon got a bunch of angry phone calls, and those dubs are no longer on the platform, at least in English form. So yeah, Amazon fucked around and found out.
Well, since Bezos is so busy sending penises into space.
One thing I keep noticing with AI is they keep having to sneak it in, and they're never proud to tout that they're using AI.
Yeah.
It's like,
yep. People have to dig in and say, is this AI? Oh, yep, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, public sentiment on this is not exactly a secret.
No, but if you listen to the evangelist for even like 5 seconds, they're going on how AI is the best thing in the universe and all things are going to be using AI. Fuck you, Tim Sweeney.
Also, the companies really want to be able to not have to pay anyone to do the things, so if they can get away with it, they will.
That's what this is about. This is about cutting labor costs. This is about, not paying people to do work, and because people don't get paid to do work, they can be free to do other things. Yada 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 yada.
This is
even though
again, the realization of Elon Musk's dreams that it's like step 1, use AI. Step 2, eliminate people's jobs. Step 3, magically everybody's millionaires. Question mark.
And not just Elon. Let's be clear. This isn't just Elon. This is pretty much at this point.
No, but he said it.
Big ones. But yeah, he.
No, but he said the quiet part. Yeah,
Well,
but he feels invulnerable. So of course, he said the quiet part out loud.
Right. He's out front. He's up front about it. But let's be very clear.
Which is not an improvement, by the way.
No, it's not. But yeah, let's be clear. This is the gospel of pretty much a lot of the bigwigs, most of the bigwigs in Silicon Valley right now. They have all of these billions, and they can do things that are actually productive. What are they spending billions on? AI. What is AI doing? Destroying the environment, killing jobs, putting out absolute slop and garbage that is destructive socially. That's what they're doing with their billions.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very much a fucking disappointment in any stretch of the imagination, because goddamn well they have billions of dollars they could be doing to actually improve livelihoods instead of whatever the fuck this is.
Literally,
pretty soon they'll be.
The money they've dumped into AI could easily end homelessness, hunger,
cancer,
basically
AIDS.
Universal healthcare all around.
It's only going to be a matter of time before they start installing crank-like dynamos between our legs to generate electricity to help with their AI slop.
With
every step.
It'll be in our brains instead.
With every.
I can't wait for my AI.
You gotta have kinetic energy.
Well, it'll either be the brain, right between the legs, or in another part of the body. At this point, you can't put it past them.
I'm having a flashback to my stepmother's an alien.
Like,
it can be argued that the sexual energy of the Kennedy family could put the entire state of Illinois on the moon.
That's an old one.
The point of the matter is that the people in Silicon Valley are stupid, or destructively stupid. Oh well, they've always been stupid, but never been destructively stupid of this magnitude. where you have these people spending billions of dollars to build data centers that suck up the water, drain the electrical grid, and drive everybody's water and electric prices sky high. That's what's happening now.
That being said, their environmental impact is overstated.
I wouldn't know anything about electric bills.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Heck, you might be getting ahead of the curve, perhaps. Who knows?
Anyway, so fuck AI.
Yes.
And the people who, advocate this shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is the position of this program.
Yeah.
Let it be known and let it be said.
Anyway, we should probably wrap up because it's approaching 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Dawn comes.
Yes, I gotta get out of here to earn money to feebly attempt to pay the rent yet again.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we do have some information, though. It looks like we do at least have one episode for the next season planned, which will start January 7th.
We've got the first 3 episodes booked.
Indeed. But on January 7th, we will have Steve Treza of Mass Replay. And Adam, do you have any more that you wish to add to that?
Yes. So, Mass Replay is a YouTube gaming channel with a focus on, classic titles, but specific bent. Their, or at least one of their mainline programs is Arcade Economy, or how much does it cost to beat a arcade game? Like, how much did it cost to beat Smash TV in 1990? How much did it cost to beat Chiller in 1986? How much did it cost to beat Splatterhouse in 1988? And so on and so forth.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique gimmick.
Yeah.
Cue up your Bank Panic and Breakthrough retrospectives, folks. Well, we'll cover Sega and Data East all in one fell swoop.
So,
all right,
to that next season.
All right.
Oh, God, I know I spent at least $1.25 trying to get through the first 5 stages of Double Dragon. All right, well, that's it for this entire season of Moonhawk Studios Presents, and looking forward to the next season, where we're off to a very good start, it appears. Again, special thanks to our guest, David Mattis, a.k.a. the RndStranger, for being such an excellent sport and coming and seeing us again. And we look forward to seeing his next endeavor. Until next season, I'm your host, Mac Paladin. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, kids.
And theme song.